Hey, how's it going guys? I'm getting a bit bored of the Premier League right now, and you know every season that one of the top 6 will win the league, so I thought I'd change that. What if the big 6 didn't exist? I've removed Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal and controversially Manchester United. At the moment, we're not playing like a top 6 team thanks to this moron. However, due to the money and the quality of their squad on FIFA, they have to still be classed as a top 6 team, and that's why I've also removed them from the Premier League. I've replaced the top 6 with a top 6 championship clubs based on the current top 6 in the league after 19 games. So those teams are Norwich, Leeds, Middlesbrough, West Brom, Sheffield United and Nottingham Forest. Sorry Derby fans, you miss out on goal difference. So after 5 games then, Crystal Palace are top by a point. Watford, West Ham and Newcastle make up the rest of the top 4, just ahead of Bournemouth, who are so close at the moment. I was expecting Everton to be doing a bit better, but it's still early in the season. Nottingham Forest, the best of the championship clubs, in 12th place. Middlesbrough, Norwich and Cardiff will be expecting a difficult season, currently in the bottom 3. 5 games later and a new team is on top. That team is West Ham, 6 points clear ahead of Everton, who have picked up some good points this season after the first 5 games weren't so great. Newcastle and Crystal Palace are still up there, but Huddersfield is the team threatening the top 4. West Brom is now the top team for the championship clubs. The bottom 3 teams have stayed very similar, but Cardiff has picked up a few points to move them up to 18th from 20th. At the halfway point in this season, Everton has turned their poor form from the first 2 games around to make the top spot their own by a point in front of West Ham. Wolves and Leicester seem comfortable in the top 4 as Crystal Palace and Newcastle fall out. West Brom now moves into the top 10 and once again we see the same bottom 3. Let's add some variety to this experiment by looking at the player stats. The top scorer so far is Mina for Everton, who is also the most expensive Premier League transfer of the season, bought for a whopping £24.1 million. And by the looks of it, this was a very good deal. Coutinho and Jota are battling it out to become the assist king, both playing for Wolves. Schmeichel, Patricio, Adrian and Dubravka are all on 7 clean sheets. We're not far from the end of the season, but Everton are still top and are most likely to win the league. Crystal Palace make it back into the top 4 alongside Wolves and Leicester. West Ham have really been struggling recently, now only in 5th. Southampton and Fulham aren't having bad seasons. Most of the championship clubs are still in the bottom half as expected, and any of the bottom 4 could get relegated. Mina hasn't been playing that much, maybe due to injury, and as a result has fallen off the top spot. But now, Jimenez has the most goals, Jota is dominating the assist table and Schmeichel has the most clean sheets. The season has finished with Everton on top. The rest of the top 4 are Wolves, Leicester and Southampton, who have had a great end to their season. Crystal Palace qualify for the Europa League, West Brom finished 10th, Huddersfield have been consistent all season and finished 11th. Bielsa leading Leeds to 15th, just ahead of 16th place Nottingham Forest, and a remarkable turnaround for Cardiff, who avoid relegation, but push Sheffield United back down to the Championship. Also, the gap from Cardiff up to Nottingham Forest is huge at 15 points. It really shows a big division between the bottom 4 teams and the rest of the league. So, who won the domestic cups? Championship side Stoke reach a final but lose 2-0 to the FA Cup champions Huddersfield Town. Luton Town did very well to make it to the quarters, and Stoke were the team to knock out Premier League champions Everton after a replay was needed to separate the 2 teams in round 5. Everton didn't have the best of luck in the FA Cup but redeemed themselves in the Carabao Cup after beating Bournemouth 1-0 to acquire their 2nd trophy of the season. But this cup wasn't that exciting as there were no real upsets. The Golden Boot goes to Jimenez, who plays for Wolves with 20 goals in 36 matches, but in terms of goals per game, Everton player Sigurdsson was better. Jota smashes it with 12 assists, 3 ahead of 2nd place, and it's Schmeichel and Dubravka that have the share of the Golden Boot with 14 clean sheets each. Sacco suffers 2 match bans after receiving 10 yellow cards. Clayton only plays 28 games all season, and that's probably because you were sent off 3 times this season. That's it from me. The experiment has finished. Thanks for watching. If you have any more ideas for experiments that you want to see in the future, then feel free to put them in the comment section down below. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe by clicking the subscribe button just below this video. Have a nice day, and I'll see you later.